Over the course of 1 year, this guy managed to film 7 episodes of a soap opera at Ikea without getting caught. Despite the size of most Ikeas, and the convolutedness of, the insides, this is impressive, not gonna lie. A master of deception. Hey, I am back. Actually, for real this time. I will not disappear for another 4 months. Sorry about that, by the way. But you know what's also back? Reddit MadLads. So let's not waste any more time and take a deep dive into what this subreddit has to offer.
Get me to 5,000 subs so I can brag at the elderly home.
Speaking of subs, I mean we're pretty close to 2,000, and is it shameless to ask for subs after disappearing for half a year? Maybe, but this is my channel, I can do whatever I want. I'm currently in federal prison using an unauthorized device enjoying Reddit. This guy's onto some Captain Jack Sparrow type shit. And honestly, this is just a Reddit post, so it could easily be a lie, but something about this just feels so sincere and so real that I want to believe it, though maybe it's just me deluding myself into wanting that this really funny thing actually happened. Hey, if you're having a bad day, please remember that a man from Canada known as Bichelangelo uses a GPS tracker of his bike rides to draw pictures. You know what, this is one of the most genius artists of modern times. Chapeau, Bichelangelo, please keep doing what you're doing. Someone stole my friggin' porch, I opened my door and fell. You can't have shit in Detroit. You know, I would have loved to read this out in a Detroit accent, but what do y'all sound like? Genuinely, does Detroit even have an accent? I don't know. Zoo separates 5 parrots after the birds were caught encouraging each other to swear at guests. You know, some jokes just write themselves. This guy was mistakenly imprisoned for 10 years, but he spent most of his time in the library studying law. As a result, he proved his innocence, after which he became a lawyer and imprisoned the judge who convicted him. What the hell? This is the type of revenge story we need, honestly. They should make a movie about this. Cow escapes on way to slaughterhouse, smashes metal fence, breaks human's arm and swims to uninhabited island where she still lives. Just a girl boss being a girl boss, honestly. Nothing to see here. 4 guys versus 2 XL pizzas. Let the games begin. And now I'm sitting here wondering, are these guys absolute weenies, or am I just the real-life equivalent of a Snorlax? Cause I'm pretty sure I could take down 1 to 1.5 of those by myself. Or am I just overestimating myself? That could also be a possibility, but those pizzas don't look that huge. Boyfriend who dated 35 women and told each one he had a different birthday so he regularly received gifts is arrested for fraud in Japan. I honestly, this is kinda scummy, but I would lie if I said that I didn't kind of respect it. But that's such an inefficient way to, commit a crime. Imagine how sky high your Riz stat needs to be to pull this off. This guy is just... he's built different, what can I say? While lost for an entire day on Colorado's highest peak, a man consistently disregarded phone calls from rescue teams because they came from an unknown number. You know what? There's always a bigger fish. There's always somebody who's more scared of phone calls than you are. You probably didn't know you needed to see pics of flexing Victorian babes, but you did. Snap me like a swan-handled walking stick and throw me under the fainting couch. We came for the seance, but we stayed for the gun show. So, I don't really know what to say about this other than, mommy, respectfully. I wanted to make an is it getting hot in here or is it just these pictures joke, but no. We currently have 30 degrees Celsius in Germany where I live. For you Americans, that's 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and also please switch to a real unit, thank you. I eat cereal like this. Now at first glance, this might seem like a good idea, cause the cereal won't get soggy, but then you realize that you don't get that nice chocolatey tasting milk from the cereal. And also, I mean, the cereal is supposed to be, like, kinda soggy, right? Like 10% sogginess is, like, the perfect amount of sogginess, I feel like. But if you do it this way, then you might as well just eat it without the milk. I got rejected by Apple. I got rejected by Facebook. I got rejected by Google. I was jobless. I could have given up all hope, but I took it as a sign to take the leap of faith. So I started my own enterprise. Then I got rejected by the end consumer. Now I'm jobless and broke. Moral of the story, keep yourself hydrated. That doesn't make any sense, neither do all the inspiring stories on LinkedIn. You know what, as somebody who is contemplating opening up his own indie game studio, this is kind of discouraging, but probably, a harsh taste of reality. Man carries away a fridge he bought for his girlfriend after catching her cheating. You know what, forget about Super Saiyan. This is the rage-fueled power-up we need. He's just carrying it through the streets. Look at the picture! Naked woman chases Jehovah's Witness off of her porch and down the street yelling, "Succumb to my devil vagina magic!" On the topic of girl bosses. Two prominent political Twitter accounts got doxxed in Japan. One on the left, one on the right. Both run by the same guy. My political beliefs depends on who I'm trolling. The men behind the kiss your homies goodnight meme are getting married. Let's go! And in Pride Month too. Though to be fair, this could be like older news, but I'm seeing it in Pride Month and you're probably seeing it in Pride Month as well. We won, gamers! Let's go! And thus, this new video about the maddest lads of Reddit concludes. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe leave a nice comment, but most importantly, have a nice day.